Greetings to everyone. Welcome back. So now we'll go for chirality. So what is meant by chirality? So chirality is not reserved just for objects. So molecules can also be chiral in nature. So chiral molecules are generally containing an asymmetric center. What is meant by asymmetry? Asymmetric is something not common. Sorry. So asymmetric center, tetrahedral atom bonded to 4 different groups, and it is indicated by an asterisk. Okay. So you can see here in this example, you have C carbon atom, and it has CH3, COOH, OH, and then H. Okay. So it is bonded to 4 different functional groups. Okay. So this is called as asymmetric center, and this is expected to be chiral. Okay, right? So you can see here now chiral objects, that is your both hands. If you take left hand and right hand, and when you mix it, okay, so this is chiral molecule. Okay? And then here, when you see a mirror image, you can see that. Okay, right? So chiral objects are objects with left-handed and right-handed forms. So they cannot mix, right? Next. Achiral objects, objects that have superimposable mirror images. So non-superimposable mirror images, a mirror image that is not the same as the image itself. So chiral objects have non-superimposable mirror images. Okay? So this is the main principle of chirality. That is, chiral objects have non-superimposable mirror images. Now, a point in a molecule where 4 different functional groups are attached to the carbon is called a chiral center. So if 2 groups are same, then there is only one group. A chiral molecule usually has at least one chiral center. So if the compound has at least one chiral center, then it is said to be chiral molecule. So you have the examples given here. Okay, right? Now, then you have these stereogenic centers also in the molecule. Now you have to say whether these are chiral or achiral molecules. Okay? Right. So how many stereogenic centers does each molecule have? So these are all the examples which if you practice on, then you will get to know about the subject in detail. Okay? Right. Now, coming to the plane of symmetry, right? So this symmetry plane, if you take, okay, this is not in a symmetry, whereas this is in a symmetry plane. So you have this plane of symmetry, center of symmetry, and axis of symmetry. So that we'll learn later on. So chiral molecules are again classified into, you have this enantiomers and diastereomers. Okay? That will go now in detail. So enantiomers are non-superimposable mirror images. Okay? So enantiomers are related to each other, much like a right hand is related to a left hand. So enantiomers are said to be chiral in nature. Sometimes the right-handed and left-handed are used to describe atoms with an asymmetric carbon. So you have this L-alanine and D-alanine. Okay? Then L-glucose and D-glucose. So this L&D configuration we'll study later on. Okay? So we'll focus only on enantiomers and diastereomers now. Now, characteristic features of enantiomers are they have identical physical properties, that is boiling point, melting point, density, solubility, and refractive index. But there is a difference only in the rotation of the plane polarized light. Okay? So, specific rotation is different for plus and minus. Right. but melting point is the same for lactic acid. Okay? They have identical chemical properties except in chemical reactions with other optically active compounds. So they have different biological properties. Example, plus dextrose plays an important role in animal metabolism, whereas minus dextrose is not metabolized. So when equal quantities of enantiomers are mixed, an optical inactive compound, that is racemic mixture, is formed. Okay? So coming to diastereomers, so stereomers of substance that are not mirror images of each other are termed as diastereomers. Okay, so they are not mirror images. So they have different physical properties like melting point, boiling point, solubility, density, and refractive index. So they have different specific rotations, but they have same or opposite sign of rotation. So if you take this an example, okay, so you have these groups here, Br and Cl are left hand side here, and here they are on the right hand side. So this becomes an enantiomeric pair. If you take another enantiomeric pair, that is bromine and chlorine are cis and trans pairs. Okay, so you can see cis and trans isomerism in it, so it exhibits an enantiomerism again, right? So these two are called as diastereomers, okay, because they are non-superimposable mirror images, right? They are not mirror images of each other. Right? Next, meso compound. Compound in a molecule with multiple stereocenters, that is superimposable on its mirror image. So meso compounds are achiral compounds and they are optically inactive. So you have a central plane which divides both the um, molecule. So this is a chiral center and this is the achiral center. So a meso compound contains two or more identical substituted stereocenters. It has internal symmetry plane that divides the compound in half. So these two halves reflect each other by internal mirror. So the stereochemistry of stereocenters cancel out. So it means that we have an internal plane that splits the compound into two symmetrical sides. So this we'll study in our next class again, that is about symmetry. Okay, so we have this racemic mixture, or racemic mixture is nothing but which has left and right-handed enantiomers of a chiral model. So the first known racemic mixture was racemic acid, which Louis Pasteur found to be a mixture of two enantiomeric isomers of tartaric acid. So this racemic mixture is denoted by prefix plus or minus or Bl. Okay. So indicated by equal 1:1 mixture of dextro and levo isomers. So the Rs and Sr also can be used. So you can see a meso compound here. Example tartaric acid, 2 or 3s tartaric acid, a meso compound. Okay, this is the Fischer projection of stereoisomers of tartaric acid. Okay, so we'll deal with this RSDL configurations, which in our next class, that is about configurations and symmetry. Okay. So this is about chirality. So in chirality, we have discussed about what is a chiral molecule, then what are the enantiomers, what are the diastereomers, okay? Then what is a racemic mixture, and then what are the stereocenters present, okay? What is an asymmetric center? Okay? All these things we have discussed. Right? So if they ask you write about chiral molecule or chirality, then you have to discuss all these points. That is, first of all, write what is a chiral molecule, then write an example, then come to enantiomers, then diastereomers, and then racemic mixture, then meso compound. Okay? So all this you can write in Chiral. Okay. So in the next class, we discuss about configurations and symmetry. So if you go for practicing more and more examples, then only you will understand. Okay. So that part we'll do in our online classes. Right. So I think this will be useful for understanding purpose, all these diagrams. So that's why I have added from the internet. So all these are taken from the net. Thank you.